Let's go. Welcome everybody, welcome back to Blaugrana Planet, welcome back to a new video. Today I want to talk about a very serious case, guys, and in fact some of you have already been requesting me to talk about this. We are going to be talking about the infamous Negreira case, a case that involves possible corruption from Football Club Barcelona in sports, corruption in sports. Because, there are documents indicating that Football Club Barcelona, during the last 25-30 years, would have been paying a so-called José Luis Negreira, a former referee and also vice president of the arbitration committee, the Spanish arbitration committee. A very, very serious case, which I want, of course, to give the insights for everybody to understand it. I think it's a little complex and it's good that I explain it to you guys and also give you my thoughts about this case, which, you know, during the last few days I have been thinking about it, and I have a lot of things to say regarding this case. Right now it's under investigation, so guys, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, because in this video I'm going to be breaking it down for you guys. So without further ado, guys, let's begin, guys. José Luis Negreira, guys, a former Spanish referee, and he was the vice president of the arbitration committee in Spain, of course the arbitration committee of La Liga, of the Spanish Federation. And a year ago, the Spanish Public Prosecutor office started investigating the accounts of Mr. José Luis Negreira, the accounts of one of his companies. And basically they found out a few irregularities, some money, about 1.4 million euros, that they didn't know where it was coming from. Okay, so that's the Spanish prosecutor's office, the public one, that they found this irregularity. They didn't know where it was coming from. Well, apparently it was coming from Football Club Barcelona. And this payment was done to one of his companies, one of Negreira's companies, and the concept of the payment was tactical videos and verbal assessment about referees. Very, very suspicious. Very suspicious, let me tell you. Here in the picture you see Negreira himself. I think it's an actual picture, maybe, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years ago maximum. And on the right hand side you can see his son who after Negreira Negreira became too old, his son starting receiving these payments. So these payments don't only come from a few years ago. Well, in fact they started coming from literally very long ago. And let me tell you a little bit how everything happened. These payments, guys, this is Negreira, these payments started from the era of Josep Luis Núñez. Okay, Josep Luis Núñez, let me see if I can find the picture here for you. This is José Luis Núñez, president of Football Club Barcelona in the 80s, not the payments, the contact between the club and Negreira, who was back then the vice president of the arbitration committee, vice president, not president, vice president. I mean, certainly Negreira had some power in the arbitration committee, but he didn't have the full power. Interesting to say, the full power. So the contact between Negreira and Football Club Barcelona started under José Luis Núñez around the 80s, late 80s, and then the first payments from Football Club Barcelona to José Luis Negreira started under Mr. Joan Gaspart. This is Joan Gaspart. This is the president before Joan Laporta's first mandate, right? It was Juan Gaspart. Here is where Football Club Barcelona started paying Negreira, certain amounts. It was little amounts, maybe I think it was 50,000 euros per year or something around that, for this verbal assessment about referees. Verbal assessment. Okay, verbal assessment. No, there was no reports, there was no document. Verbal assessment. Suspicious. But you know, if you start thinking, Barcelona never got any calls in their favor, right? But anyways, so the payments started going on under Mr. What's his name? I just said it. Mr. Gaspart. Then Mr. Laporta, in the first mandate of Laporta, there were some payments in the late years of the mandate, and then the big amount of payments, guys, happened under Mr. Sandro Rosell and Bartomeu. Okay, the big payments where Mr. Negreira was earning about €500,000 or some years even more, nearly €1 million a year. Okay, so it is very suspicious, guys. Very suspicious. By the way, payments ended in 2017 under Josep Maria Bartomeu, and 2017 exactly the year where Mr. José Luis Negreira ended his charge as a vice president of the arbitration committee, right? So when Mr. Negreira left the arbitration committee, the payments stopped. And this is what happened, guys. Right after the payment stopped, Mr. Negreira wasn't too happy about it and decided to send a burofax. A burofax is like a very important letter that is sent personally by the mailman, indicating, literally threatening Football Club Barcelona by saying that he knew all the irregularities and that he would literally denounce it, basically inform the public prosecutor, so Barcelona would pay the consequences. This is what Negreira said. Negreira was pissed that the payment stopped, and then he tried to threat Football Club Barcelona in some sort of a mafia way, literally in a mafia way, telling them that he would denounce them. He would tell the public prosecutor about the irregularities of Football Club Barcelona in the last years. Irregularities in which he was involved and he was getting the money. He was the one corrupt, right? So basically, guys, Barcelona has been paying a vice president of the arbitration committee for not much, because if we look at the last 20 years, Barcelona had the referees against them. We never had the referees in our favor. I mean, it is hard to find a moment where we have referees in our favor. Therefore, it is pretty clear to me, and this is my thought already, that Barcelona got scammed. Okay, we got scammed. I really think that Barcelona got scammed. Okay, especially in the last 15 years. We cannot be paying somebody that is not even the president of the arbitration committee. We cannot be paying anybody at the first moment, okay? We shouldn't be paying anybody, but neither the vice president. Like, this guy has no power. Not only that, is that, let me tell you, that the president of the arbitration committee, the former president, while Negreira was the vice president, and a lot of referees, the actual guys refereeing, said that they knew nothing about this. They have nothing to do. Okay, and certainly they're surprised. Obviously, there is an investigation. And right now, the public prosecutor in Spain, so the Spanish justice, is accusing Football Club Barcelona and Josep Maria Bartomeu. Okay, both the club and Bartomeu. And you're gonna be asking yourself, why not accusing all the other presidents? Well, because the crimes, or the supposed crimes, of course it's under investigation, there's still nothing for certain, have expired, okay? Here in Spain, maybe it's different in other countries, here in Spain, if you commit a crime and you're not caught in the last 4 or 5 years, well, the crime expires and they cannot literally accuse you of anything, okay? You cannot get charges for anything. So Mr. Núñez, of course, sorry to say, but he is dead. He was one of the great presidents of Football Club Barcelona. But for example, Gaspart, Laporta, and even Sandro Rosell cannot get prosecuted for these supposed corruption crimes, or still to be proven, because the crimes have expired. Okay, but Mr. Bartomeu is the one going to be paying for this, because there were payments during his mandate and they haven't expired. Okay, the crimes haven't expired. Therefore, it is pretty interesting. Karma comes your way, Mr. Bartomeu, after everything you have done for this club and against this club, I would say. Karma comes your way, and I am very suspicious about other stuff, certainly coming from the publication of this, because when Barcelona is doing very well right now, top of La Liga, competing for the King's Cup, etc., all of this comes out, right? And this is what Laporta has been saying. Laporta, in fact, publicly said that he is 100% sure they have not been paying the referees, okay, to get advantage. And Javier Tebas, the one on screen, evil guy, Madrid hooligan, even said that Laporta should resign if he could not explain everything correctly. Okay, so Barcelona is right now examining the case, and conclusions will be drawn once the justice speaks. Okay, obviously right now there's going to be a court. The public prosecutor is accusing Barcelona of this, and Barcelona is going to defend themselves. Of course, Bartomeu is going to defend himself as well. And when the outcome arrives, we will understand exactly what happens. And of course, during this next few weeks, months, we're going to be getting more information about this case. It's a serious case, guys. It's a very serious case. Let me tell you, a lot of people, haters of Football Club Barcelona, are trying to bring down the reputation of this club, when there is no solid evidence. Okay, let the justice speak. We will see if Barcelona got scammed or Barcelona actually was paying a referee and getting arbitration favors. It is very different that we pay somebody for supposed videos or verbal assessment versus actually getting arbitration favors. Okay, in fact, I think there is zero proofs. Looking at the games, literally we were robbed. We were literally robbed during those years, literally robbed in our faces. And I would be very surprised if actually we were paying for arbitration favors while we were getting robbed. Okay. So in conclusion, guys, and it's important to draw conclusions, because I understand that a lot of people watch this channel to draw a conclusion, to draw opinions as well about things. In conclusion, careful, but I honestly think that there is nothing. There is nothing to be worried about. There is just literally mafia, the Spanish mafia, arbitration mafia, trying to get advantage of Football Club Barcelona. And of course, Football Club Barcelona, for some reason, decided to keep on paying until one point. Okay, until one point. Therefore, this seems, honestly, it seems like some sort of a gang, the arbitration gang, because the fact that they were threatening Barcelona when the payments stopped, it is very dirty. It is very dirty, very dirty. Anyways, guys, I think I've explained enough. It's 14 minutes of the video right now. Let me know your comments down below. Of course, I will keep updating you about this case. Serious case. Of course, there's gonna be a judgment here, and careful. Let me tell you one thing that I forgot. Bartomeu could be jailed, okay, from 4 months to 6 years. If, of course, the judge thinks so, thinks it should be done. Bartomeu could be jailed. And the public prosecutor has already filed a complaint against Football Club Barcelona. We already said this, for corruptions in sport, not only Barcelona but also Bartomeu. Therefore, careful guys, careful. But if there are friends of yours, you know, Real Madridistas, Real Madrid fans, whatever, saying that we paid the referees, make sure to tell them that is not true. It is not true. At least yet. At least yet. Until the justice says so. Okay? On the other side, how can we be paying the referees while we're getting everything, all the calls in against us? It is clear. It is clear. We got scammed. Anyways, guys, thank you everybody for joining. Make sure to smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. It's always great to have you all here. It's a pleasure. You know, I think I'm the only Barça YouTuber that literally analyzes this kind of things and brings you a video. Maybe it's not the most exciting video, but it's very interesting. It is very, very interesting. And I think that your support is also very, very, very interesting, okay, for this channel to keep on going. So thank you everybody. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. And as I always say, Visca el Barça, Visca Catalunya, and see you in the next video. Vamos!